right, well, thank you. Very, very glad to be here today. So first of all, I wanted to thank the Parkway staff, the muralist, Jorge Rosales, for the amazing mural, Assistant Principal Amber Lund for arranging the dedication. Thank you, Olivia and Selena, for speaking. I also want to just call out a couple of other Parkway grads that I brought with me. Two of my brothers, Monty and Wilson Ochoa, came back for this. So you're joining me today. You know, I'm pretty sure that having this dedication on Star Wars Day is just a coincidence. But I can tell you that the summer before I started at Parkway was a big space year. It was the summer that the Apollo 11 astronauts landed on the moon. So it was a really exciting time for space and for science, and I was following along, as was the whole country, and in fact the world. But of course at that time, women weren't allowed to be astronauts. There weren't any astronauts of color, and very few of either of those groups had overcome the barriers to become scientists and engineers, much less astronauts. Certainly none that I knew about. I couldn't have imagined the career that I would have, but I was really lucky to have dedicated teachers here at Parkway who gave me a good start. I remember Mr. Soups and Mr. Von Bergen's 7th grade science class, which was well known and somewhat feared for its rigor. And in Mr. Miller's 8th grade science class, we followed along with the Apollo 14 mission as that happened that year. I also enjoyed my math classes, my English classes, and especially playing flute in the band. Did I miss, I meant to thank the band and choir before they disappeared already. Music and math were probably the two constants throughout my schooling at Parkway and then beyond Grossmont High School, San Diego State. And I even got to play my flute in space on my first mission. I think it's also important for students to realize that astronauts come from a variety of backgrounds, and most of us could not have imagined in our middle school years what our careers would turn out to be like. In my case, my dad's parents emigrated from Mexico to Southern California, where both he and I were born. As I said, I didn't really know any scientists or engineers, so I wasn't really thinking about science until partway through college. But fortunately, my parents thought that education was important. We were lucky to live pretty close to university, San Diego State. At that time, it had no tuition. It was supported by the state. And I even got a small scholarship to pay for my fees while I was there. So all those were things that helped me get the education that was so important for my later selection. So I'm so honored that you've chosen to depict me in this mural, and just as Sally Ride and other women astronauts inspired me in my career, I hope that this mural inspires Parkway students to explore all subjects, to dream big, to set big goals, in short, to reach for the stars. So thank you very much.